Feet should be comfortably rested on the ground. If they're not, you're going to search for support elsewhere. So try to have your feet on the ground. If you're a leg crosser, not best to cross your legs, but if you do so, alternate legs. Your next position would be your pelvis, and is your pelvis in the right position? So you can take your fingers underneath your pelvis and kind of find your sits bones. So those bones that really root hard into your hands, those are called sits bones for a reason. We should be sitting right, rooting through them. So you're going to find your wrong and your right. So you can rock your pelvis forward, and you feel how you lose your sits bones underneath your hands. And then you rock your pelvis really far back, and you lose your sits bones underneath your hands. So whenever you feel those two bones root into your hands, that's your neutral posture and your neutral pelvis. And you should feel your abs kind of tension a little bit once your sits bones are rooted right down into that chair. So, you try doing the wrong and then finding your sits bones in the right. Or if your go-to is the wrong is slouching, and you go the wrong there, and then you find your sits bones and go to the right. So then your next kind of checkpoint is your rib cage. So you're going to take your rib cage down is the wrong, and then you're just going to kind of puff your rib cage up is the right, and that's where you hold. And that will take your kind of shoulder underneath your elbow, underneath your hip, so you're in a better alignment. Your final and fourth cue is your shoulder blades. And so you go shoulder shrug, and then you go shoulder depress, and kind of opening away from your ears and activating a little bit of tension into your middle back. Not to affect so much tension to where it arches your back up. So we go shoulder shrug is the wrong, and then shoulders depress and grow away from you is the right. If your armrest or your chair has armrest, use them, or pop some pillows underneath your arms. If you're going to try to work on your computer or your phone or your iPad, and you don't have the arm support, you'll probably end up trying to find some sort of comfortable position elsewhere by either shrugging your shoulders up or back to the slumping or arching your back. So you go through those four cues. Are my feet on the ground? Checkpoint 1 is my pelvis. So I do the wrong with my pelvis in the arch position, and then I find my sits bones is the right. My rib cage goes down as the wrong, and then I lift the rib cage up with just a simple puff of the rib cage. And then I go shoulder shrug, and then shoulders depressed and go away from the ears. Eyes are straight ahead. If you're trying to text and look down and just move your neck, your spine will probably follow. So keep your eyes straight ahead, because your spine will definitely follow where your eyes